Hello students, today's class we'll see about transistor. The previous classes we have a discussion on LEDs and Zener diode. Just we'll have a review on Zener diode and we'll move to transistor, symbol, circuit and its uses, common emitter transistor amplifier, principle, RC coupled amplifier, function of circuit components, operation of RC coupled amplifier, frequency response of RC coupled amplifier we'll see today. So first of all, what is transistor? A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplify or it acts as a switch. It is composed of semiconducting materials. So semiconductor means you know that it is partially conducts current. It may be made up of a silicon or a germanium, usually with at least 3 terminals. So why these 3 terminals means? To have a connection with the external circuit. So this transistor has 3 terminals. One is a collector, base and emitter. So here the base is sandwiched between this collector and emitter. So this is transistor. As I told you, transistor has 3 terminals, collector, base and emitter. So next, NPN symbol, NPN transistor symbol. So we have 2 type of transistor. One is NPN transistor, another one is a PNP transistor. So again collector, base, emitter. So NPN transistor, the arrow mark should face outward. For our remembrance, we can keep like this, not pointing inside, not pointing inside. Or you can say that the naughty students are perfect students. So naughty students always stand outside, so the arrow mark should face outward. So this is for your understanding, I am giving this clue. So next one, PNP symbol. So again PNP symbol, the arrow mark should face inward. So we can keep this in mind, pointing in properly. Perfect student, you can say. A perfect student is always sitting inside, so you can keep the arrow mark inside. This is for our remembrance. So for NPN transistor, the arrow mark should face outward. For PNP transistor, the arrow mark should facing inward. So again collector, base, emitter. See here, this is also the symbol for transistor. So NPN and PNP transistor. NPN, collector, base, emitter. Then PNP, collector, base, emitter. In NPN transistor, so N is for collector, P is for base and N is for again emitter. For PNP transistor, P means positive, N means negative. So it has majority carriers are holes, whereas in N the majority carriers are electrons. So here collector P, then base N, then emitter P. So let us see the structure of NPN transistor. So this is NPN transistor. Again N means negative, P means positive, again N means negative. NPN transistor. So this collector is lightly doped. It has minimum charges, minority charge carriers. And the base is thin and lightly doped. This is also very thin and it is lightly doped. Whereas the emitter is heavily doped. You can see very clearly. So next one. What is this NPN and PNP transistor? So NPN transistor is a combination of 2 NP and PN diodes. When we connect to NP and PN diode, we will get NPN transistor. Similarly, when we connect to PN and NP diode, we will get PNP transistor. Again, this is the symbol for your understanding I have given. So this is NPN transistor, the arrow mark is pointing outward, and this is PNP transistor, the arrow mark is pointing inward. So the transistor mainly has 2 uses. One is to amplify the input signal and another one is amplify means to increase. Then to act as a electronic switches. Next I will move to common emitter transistor amplifier. So what is common transistor amplifier? This is a circuit for common transistor amplifier. Common means it is common for both the input and output. So here the input is a base, output is a collector. In this circuit, the base terminal of the transistor serves as the input, the collector is the output, whereas the emitter is common to both. For example, it may be tied to ground reference and power supply. So hence it has the name common. So this is about the common transistor amplifier. So what is this definition? A transistor in which the emitter terminal is made common for both input and the output circuit connection is known as the common emitter configuration. Next one, we'll see the common emitter transistor amplifier circuit in detail. So again, this is NPN transistor, collector base emitter, it should point outward, and this is a resistance R1, and this is the input signal, and VBB is the input current, input voltage between base and the emitter, and VCC is the voltage between emitter and the collector. RL is a load resistance. We have to take output across this load resistance. So this is the input signal and this is the output signal. So you can find the difference between these two signals. So here the amplitude is less. Then after entering into the transistor, it get amplified. So the amplitude is little more. And this is a single stage amplifier. And this circuit gives the detail about this common emitter transistor amplifier. Common emitter means here emitter is common both input and the output. Next we'll see the principle of common emitter transistor amplifier. In a common transistor emitter circuit, the collector current is controlled by the base current rather than the emitter current. Let me repeat this point. In a common emitter circuit, the collector current IC is controlled by the base current IB rather than the emitter current IE. Because the base is the input and collector is the output. That's the reason. We know that in a transistor, a large collector current corresponds to a very small base current. Therefore, with the input signal applied to the base, very small change in the base current produces a much more large change in the collector current. Therefore, we will get a sustainable current gain. That is the principle of common emitter transistor amplifier. Next, I will move to RC coupled amplifier. What is RC? RC is nothing but resistance capacitance coupled amplifier. What is RC coupled amplifier? So RC means, as I told you, resistance capacitance coupled amplifier. So the meaning of coupled is join. Join means what it will do? It will join the multi-stage of amplifier circuit, and which is used in electronic circuits. So here the individual stage of amplifiers are connected together by using resistor and capacitor. That's why it got the name RC coupled amplifier. That means it coupled the amplifier through R and C. We'll see in detail with the circuit diagram. So this is the RC coupled amplifier circuit. Q1, Q2 are the transistor. Here we have used NPN transistor. By looking the arrow mark, we can say that this is a NPN transistor. Here we will be using the capacitor, CI input capacitor, then CC coupling capacitor, CO output capacitor. Then we will be using the combinations of resistance R1, R2, R1, R2. In both the transistor, R1, R2 are connected through potential divider arrangement. Then RE are nothing but, RE is nothing but that is the emitter resistance, and CE is nothing but emitter capacitance. So here RE and C are connected parallel. Okay. So the purpose of this coupling capacitor is nothing but, couple means join. So couple means the output stage of first stage is connected with the input of the second stage. So this is a two-stage multi amplifier. See here, this is the input signal, and after the first stage the amplitude little increases, but it is inverted. Then again when it is coming to the second stage, again the amplitude is increases. So this is the function of RC coupled amplifier. We'll see in detail the function of circuit components. So mainly are four types. One is the biasing and stabilization network. Second one is the input capacitor, CI or C1. And third one is emitter bypass capacitor, CE. And the fourth one is coupling capacitor, CC. First one, we'll see about this biasing and stabilization network in detail. The two-stage amplifier circuit has two transistors. We know that Q1, Q2, both are NPN transistor, and they have CE configurations. You know that CE means common emitter configurations. That means emitter is common for both input and output and has a common power supply VCC. Then this is about the biasing, and as far as the stabilization is concerned, the potential divider network R1, R2 and RE forms the biasing and stabilization network. So second point is input capacitor, CI or CIN or C1. The input capacitor CIN present at the initial stage, that is the first stage of the amplifier, and which couples the AC signal to the base of the transistor, first transistor. And the third one is the emitter bypass capacitor, CE. So this emitter bypass capacitor offer low reactance path to the signal, which offer low reactance path to the signal. Reactance means resistance. Tadai. Then fourth one, coupling capacitor. Coupling capacitor is CC. So what this coupling capacitor will do means that will couple the first stage and second stage of amplifier, and also it prevents DC interference between the stages and control the shift of operating point. That is the main function of this coupling capacitor. So next one, we'll see the operation of RC coupled amplifier in detail. So first one, when an AC input signal is applied to the base of the first transistor, it gets amplified and appears to the collector load RL of the first transistor, and then pass through the coupling capacitor CC to the next stage. That means we have to give the AC signal input through the first transistor, base of the transistor. There itself it gets amplified and appear in the collector load. So that means we got output for the first stage. Then the output is connected to, that is giving to the input of the second through this coupling capacitor. That is the operation, main operation of this RC coupled amplifier. See here the point is repeated. This becomes the input of the next stage, whose amplified output again appears across its collector load. Second stage oda collector load it will appear. Thus the signal is amplified in stage by stage action. The important point that has to be noticed here is the total gain is less than the product of the gain of individual stages. Why? This is because when the stage is made to follow the first stage, the second stage follow the first stage, then the effective load resistance of the first stage is reduced due to stunting effect of the input resistance of the second stage. That's the main reason why the total gain is less than the product of gain of individual stages. Therefore, in multi-stage amplifier, only the gain of last stage remains unchanged. The remaining first or second or whatever may be that, it will be changed. Only the last stage remain unchanged. Next, I am going to discuss you about the frequency response of RC coupled amplifier. So this is the graph which gives the relations between frequency and voltage gain. So this is a lower frequency and F2 is a higher frequency, that is low cutoff frequency and high cutoff frequency, and the gap between, that is the difference between F2 and F1 gives the bandwidth, and this constant frequency is called the mid frequency range. That means the voltage gain will be same. If you are increasing the frequency, the voltage gain will be same. See here, so when you increase the frequency, the voltage gain is little bit increases, and one particular stage, even though if you increase the frequency, the voltage gain won't change, it will maintain a constant. This is called the mid frequency range, mid gain, that's called mid gain. Then and this is the high frequency range. So what is frequency response curve? So the frequency response curve is a graph that gives the relations between voltage gain and the function of frequency. That gives the relations between this voltage gain and the frequency. Then we'll see the points. First one, low cutoff frequency F1. It is defined as the frequency at which the magnitude of the voltage gain in the low frequency range falls to 1 by root 2 of the mid frequency gain. So mid frequency gain means, see I'll tell you, this is a mid frequency gain. The constant one is called the mid frequency gain. Mid frequency gain is different from bandwidth, students, don't confuse with that. Bandwidth is nothing but the upper cutoff frequency minus lower cutoff frequency. But the mid gain is nothing but the constant voltage gain is called mid gain. Right, I think you can understand now. So this is about the low cutoff frequency. So the next one is upper cutoff frequency F2. It is defined as the frequency at which the magnitude of the high frequency gain is 1 by root 2 times the magnitude of the mid frequency gain. 1 by root 2 times the magnitude of the mid frequency gain. Magnitude means value. This is about upper cutoff frequency. Here it falls 1 by root 2 value. Here it increase 1 by root 2 values. Then bandwidth. As I told you earlier, bandwidth is difference between F2 minus F1. That gives the bandwidth of the amplifier. So in this class we have seen about the transistor symbol, then NPN, PNP transistor, their structure, then common emitter transistor amplifier, then RC coupled amplifier in detail along with frequency response curve. So this is about today's class, students. So next things we'll see in the next class. Thank you, students. Thank you.